but
Yeah.
it's your dream though, you
Right.
know?
It's your dream.
And it's hard to let go of that dream.
It is though. It'd be hard to let go of it. And then you just be sitting there like, man, you know, I was always taught not to give up or not try. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or
So
not
what
to
do you do now?
facts. Yeah.
That's the big question, because a lot of kids that sit here today and like, yeah, I got a plan B. Like, yeah, I got a plan B. I got a plan B. I got a plan B. Everybody thinks they the best.
Yep.
Everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no plan B for real. You ain't really thought plan B through.
But when does that mindset? So it's funny you say everybody thinks they're the best. That mindset never changes, bro. It goes into academics.
Because it starts from.
Yeah.
It starts from when you 5, 6 years old.
Yeah, bro. That competitive nature is all across the world, bro. In the workforce, bro, in the academics and sports, and
I just feel like with black people, specifically black men in sports, once the sport is over, trying to find something else that you are as passionate about as you was about your sport. That's the key.
So that's my journey.
There it is.
Because
well, this is a Pro Life podcast. Is what it's for. You know.
Coughing, man. I'll talk to you about that too. Shit.
Cam in here coughing and shit, man. Got my guest.
Hey, that shit like that.
Hey, got my guest all jammed up, man. Cam done coughed a little bit.
No, that was Dre ass. Hey, real talk, bro. This shit ain't no joke out here, family.
Nah, bro. Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to look when you making me. Should I go outside and go run and get my mask, man?
Hey,
but
man.
I feel like I'm separated. You did.
It's all good as long as you can hear me straight with this motherfucker on.
Oh yeah, man. We ain't tripping on nothing like that. Where you from?
Peoria, Illinois, bro.
Illinois. How far is that out of Chicago?
It's about a 2.5 hour drive from Chicago.
2.5. So what is it about? You say Peoria?
Yeah.
So what is it about Peoria, Chicago, man, that I need to know? I said Peoria, Chicago, Peoria, Illinois, that I need to know.
I mean, shit. Nothing too much, man. It's a lot of transportation that goes on between the two cities, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of Peorians that go to Chicago and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's like the nearest big, you know what I'm saying, big major metropolitan area and shit. So it's just like shit. You know what I mean? When you looking to go somewhere big, like you gonna go to Chicago, just like
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of here, it's just funny because like Peoria is a much smaller city than Louisville. So
damn.
Like when we
it's like a town.
No, I wouldn't say that small, like you know, but it's not much smaller, but it's just a smaller population than Louisville itself. So, like when it's Peoria, it's like shit. I'm gonna go to Chicago, but like Louisville, you know what I'm saying? Louisville is a metropolitan area, but your next step is like I'm gonna go to Nashville, I'm gonna go to Indianapolis, so I'm gonna go to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So like you know what I mean, being here in Louisville, you're in the center of a lot of shit. But like in Peoria, you know what I'm saying? Like you got Chicago, then you know what I'm saying.
Where else?
St. Louis and shit like that.
That's what's close? St. Louis? So I was about to ask you, what's close other than Chicago?
Yeah, like St. Louis. And you know what I'm saying? Like
I done been to St. Louis a few times, man. It's a you know, it is country and a motherfucker down there too. Just like it is here.
I mean, it's funny, man, because like being from like Chicago, man, it's truly like it's considered the Midwest. So it's truly like a mixture of all sides, bro. Like you'll find, like you know what I'm saying. You have motherfuckers like country, like St. Louis. I mean, they got country grammar, but you know what I'm saying. They ain't country though.
They not.
You know what I'm saying? Like they city. You feel what I'm saying?
They not.
So like it's just kind of interesting. It's just all in the slang, and really it's just a mixture of everything. You feel what I'm saying? Like you could find a good ass blend of East Coast, New York looking motherfuckers. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you could also find a good blend of some South.
Yeah, bro, in Chicago, man, it's so many. it's so many different type of people there, but everybody keeps to themselves. I went back probably like 2 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, just about a 4-hour drive from here.
Yeah.
Man, I'm right on the road to Chicago, bro.
Oh yeah.
Man, I love Chicago. It's like my second home, bro.
Yeah, man. It's funny, man, because as close as Chicago was, I really didn't spend an enormous amount of time in Chicago, as much as I really wish I would have. But like by the time I really got able to like fully like navigate and move around the way I wanted to, shit, I was in Louisville. So
damn. So what? First of all, what brought you to Louisville? How'd you get here?
So I played ball and shit.
Man, you wasn't nice though.
Nah, I mean, shit.
You wasn't nice.
I mean, everybody got their hoop dreams.
Everybody got their dream. Everybody was alright at some point.
Yeah. Everybody got their hoop dream story, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I was the greatest on the court, but like, you know, I definitely had my opportunity to be and try to be the best that I could be when I was hooping and shit. I still, you know what I'm saying, I still try to get down as much as I can.
You try to hoop like on the weekends, during the week a little bit?
Man, not as much as I want to, but as much as I can.
COVID, it's Corona though.
Yeah, it's crazy. So you can't really do nothing.
It's Corona though.
Can't do none of that shit right now, but I mean, shit, it was funny, man. I was running, you know what I mean, I try to jog and exercise and shit pretty regularly and shit. Like I'll say about a month ago, I was jogging and picked up with all white guys and shit, and it was even in the midst of Corona. And it was, you know what I'm saying, but I was willing to risk it for a little. I missed it that much, bro. Man. So we was out there. I was dog tired too, my nigga.
I ain't risking it. I ain't risking it for nobody, man. I ain't really been out. I went to a couple of gigs my peoples had, like had threw a little block party and then I go show my support for him, but. Other than that, man, I'm cool on the Corona, man.
Hey, my brother.
I stay with my folks, man. I keep kicking it with my peoples, but
my brother. Right now, in my current position, I feel you 100%. Like I would strongly advise everybody to take Corona seriously, because like I said a month ago, but really my time frame was off. Like when that hoop game happened, that might have been more like 3 months ago, because actually like a month ago, I had the virus. I contracted the virus in the beginning of August, and. Bro, that shit.
Goddamn, that shit, man. How you doing now?
I mean, I still feel like I deal with like some lingering shit with COVID, but like I'm clear, like I'm in the negative and shit. Like I done got tested negative and everything since then, but man, like I done had trouble, you know what I'm saying, like breathing.
Damn,
and shit.
talk about that, man. That ain't what I was expecting today, man.
Yeah, I know.
So
man.
how you deal with that? How you dealing with that? You trying to do your career, your businesses, and now you got.
I know, man.
The 19. You got the C19.
Yeah, and it was so like the first week of it, bro. Like it wasn't really. I just had body chills, a few body aches, shit like that. I mean, I coughed maybe like 3 times a day. It wasn't even nothing big like that. Then like day 3 came, and I lost my smell. Then I lost my taste, and then I was like, you know.
And is this before you got tested? It's just you sitting at the crib.
So okay. So let me tell you. So I shot a video. I'm gonna give you the full time frame. I shot a video on Sunday. Okay. I started feeling something in my throat the very next morning, which was on a Monday, and I was like, "Damn, what's this?" You know what I'm saying? So then, like, I was like, "What the fuck?"
That stress is what it is.
I immediately was like, "Damn, this don't feel normal. Like, this is summertime. I don't normally get sick in the summer."
Exactly.
So I was like, "Shit, I'm gonna go get tested." I got tested the very next day. They was telling me like, you ain't gonna get your results in like till 14 days at that time. Like it was spiking here in the city. So they was like, tests ain't gonna be back till like 14 days. So I was like, damn, by the time I get my test results back, I didn't survive whatever it is I thought I had. So what ended up happening was, like I said, day 3, I lost my taste and smell.
So let me ask you a question though.
Go ahead, bro.
When they tested you.
Yeah.
Now I had somebody else on here now. Mm-hmm. And they said when they got tested, before that, they felt fine. After the test is when all the bull started to happen. Now, I'm not saying they gave you anything. That's a good little thought, but I mean, I felt wrong enough to feel like I needed to go to get tested. You know what I'm saying? That's real.
Like, because I was feeling the body chills and shit, and then like I felt it in my throat, so I was like, I don't know what this is. You feel me? Let me go get tested. So I picked up on it a little like soon, like early and shit. So then I went and like I said, day 3 lost taste and smell. Now the real shit happened that weekend. Now that's when it started getting serious for me because
Damn.
I started feeling like I started feeling trouble breathing, and then I had like tightness in my chest, and the tightness in my chest came like on a deep breath. So if I went past like a certain level, like my chest felt
That boy
tight.
need
Like
to go.
it was,
That boy needs some milk. You gotta go lay down, man.
my nigga, I'm telling you, like Google is your best friend when you researching something, right?
Let me tell you something, dog. Let me tell. Google will have you feeling like you got everything up under the sun if you search it.
My nigga, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, you can convince yourself that you about to die tomorrow, nigga, if you read too much Google. You'll have because all this.
You'll have everything in your mind.
But that brings up another point though. Is because after my experience with COVID, I lost a family member to COVID and shit like that. And
Condolences.
yeah, appreciate it, man. And it really like just ended up becoming like where anxiety and health anxiety and shit like that became real. So like all that reading and looking up shit like
Yeah, so now when you looking it up, you it's possible. It's like it's a real possibility.
yeah,
Man.
and on a bigger scale, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I got my son, I got, you know what I mean, my daughters and shit like that. Like, and it's like when you look at it in that grand scheme,
You a whole
like,
father,
damn.
man.
Yeah. So it's like, man, you know, I could really, you know what I'm saying, some I get complications, I could be gone.
Hey man, I'm a girl dad. I know how this.
You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
game,
So
man.
you start reflecting on all that shit, and then but like it don't go nowhere. I think, and that's part of the lingering shit that I deal with is like just that anxiety because like for real, we dealing with a lot with life right now.
On top of that
Type shit, yeah,
man,
for real.
like it's crazy to think about. You know, we every day we trying to fight against COVID-19.
Yeah, facts.
Whatever with that. I feel like we fight against struggle every day, especially being black.
Oh,
so this
man.
is just another struggle that we're gonna have to fight and overcome.
Yeah, because
usual.
You see who is targeting the most.
You know what I'm saying?
You
And
see
then
who's at the. You know what I mean? It's us.
And that's why like. And not only, bro, it's the taste in my mouth is horrible right now.
Right.
For this city and LMPD, like it's to the point where I'm not even a violent cat, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I'm ready to ride for Brianna, dog. Like,
man, bro,
I'm ready to go, dog. Like, and then it's hard for me to see them and be around them. Like, it's hard. Like, it's been amplified like by a great number, bro. When you think about like we've always had struggles with police officers, bro. Period.
Like,
Always.
Period. We always get stereotyped into that viewpoint of a black man, and no matter what the situation is, you feel what I'm saying? So like now it's just amplified by a massive number, bro. Like,
bro,
you know
it's crazy, and it's crazy when you talk to white people now, and they like, man, like how we just had no idea. Like what?
No,
like, the only way. So you sitting here to tell me the only way you realize that this is the bullshit going on in this world is from social media?
No, so.
Or you just that oblivious?
You got people that want to be, have the blind eye on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like, because
sick,
you got people that's born in, white people that's born in money, and so like, unless they purposely expose themselves to another, like how we are or how we live, or how we're brought up. Like, they're not gonna know. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they only know what's exposed to them, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
So how you feel about? Not even how you feel about what?
I'm not saying that's an excuse, though.
Yeah,
either.
I don't even.
They should definitely,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's no excuse.
No,
but what would you suggest for? Because you know what I'm saying. I definitely have white friends and people that.
Likewise.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely got people that I feel like I can count on who are white.
Yeah.
So what would you say they should do in light of everything that's going on right now to show their support, other than the obvious?
Man, right now,
what is the big difference that you can make?
Right now is the time for you to show face. First of all, you gotta identify yourself. Like, that's first and foremost. Mm-hmm. We ain't in the times where you can just like not, I'm gonna play the middle, or I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I want to play both sides or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
This ain't the time, bro. Like, cause it's too like you gotta identify which side you want. You either want the racist side, or you want our side, and you in this fight with us.
And it's simple as that.
It's
really simple, dog. For everybody keep, it's extremely simple.
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
Yeah, but they gotta. To me, you gotta make a stance with it though, and I think it almost has to be like with extreme effort. You feel what I'm saying? Just because, like, if you don't, then you would still consider it a choice. You feel what I'm saying? To be like, well, under these conditions, I'll fight with you. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But if somebody that's black while I'm protesting the fight and comes against me the wrong way or something, then I'm gonna just go back to where I'm comfortable at. You feel what I'm saying? So, and there's a lot of that goes on. It's a lot of conditional situations that we finding out right now about, you know what I'm saying, the opposite race, bro. They just, you know what I'm saying, like they was probably in the fight in the beginning and then got their feathers ruffled, and now they like, shit, well, I'm gonna just go, you know what I mean?
Do my own thing, take care of myself, and let them handle that.
Yeah, and they've been doing that for so long.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's just like,
it's blatant now. You're starting to really see people's true colors. And and I wouldn't say it's true colors. I mostly would say, I guess that front is put down.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you can't front with me anymore. And I feel like that's gonna get exposed even more. And this is a whole nother subject, but that's gonna get exposed even more in like the NCAA with all these coaching staffs.
Yeah.
And what's really about to go on is really because, and I'm gonna say it's because of social media, but it plays a part in it, definitely, because now kids are talking to each other. Kids are seeing each other. The Black Lives Matter movement is not just. It's not under. It's not under the rug. Like it's at it's at colleges, at institutions.
Facts.
So when a kid like me or you that's playing basketball, playing football, is getting recruited by a coach, and he's like, "Yeah, man, you a good player. You our number one guy. Like we got all of this for you. We got this for you. This for you. This for you." And then he gets on Twitter that same night and sees a social media video of somebody who's already graduated college and just reflecting back on that whole experience. So now they making jokes of it. You see that same college coach tell you that you the number one guy. He hangs up the phone with you 3 seconds later. He calls somebody else, says the same exact thing.
Yeah.
So now the kids are starting to realize that and see that on a daily basis.
Facts. And I mean,
man,
you know,
that's big, especially with Deion Sanders being the head coach at HBCU.
Yeah. Yeah,
who you gonna ride with?
Yeah, and I think that's an interesting decision. That's an interesting direction you're going with that too, because it's just like I think that would be that's a dope opportunity for HBCUs to really pick up on the recruit, especially since you got like the younger generation that's a part of this movement.
Yeah,
and
they the ones they spearheading it,
right? Yeah, they boost on the ground with it. So it's like they have an opportunity to make a historical decision by like, yo, we gonna support whatever instead of the traditional big, major Division I colleges and shit like that. Like, it'd be interesting to see how that tide goes, bro. Cause
you think if it was pushed upon you out of high school that you would have went to HBCU?
Yeah, but that goes along with like the exposure part that I'm talking about.
Bro, I feel the same way, bro. If it was pushed upon me, if it was like, bro, you can go everything that you doing now, you can go do here at
bro.
HBCU,
it's literally
bro.
a matter
definitely went.
Like where you live and what your people expose you to. Like if we
what
was
they
in
tell
South
you,
Carolina,
what they showing you, what they telling you, bro. Like it's crazy because my mama went to HBCU. Mom went to Kentucky State, and my whole life she never was like go to a HBCU.
Oh, for real?
That's wild. She never was like just go. She was always like just play football and go wherever you know what I'm saying. If you're good enough, go to Alabama, wherever. But
yeah, for sure. But look at the spotlight that they got though. You know what I'm saying? So a parent gonna always try to
It's different, but I feel like what Deion Sanders is doing now, how he's at a HBCU, that spotlight is gonna shine on Jackson State. Watch when it starts to be a snowball effect. Yeah, and it's not just Deion Sanders. That's what we hope for. Yep. Like that's
what we can hope for, bro.
I've seen a couple kids, man, that's like they committing to HBCUs out the gate, Out the gate, man. Coming out of high school, was playing basketball for you? Was that your way? Like you just knew this is gonna be my way out somehow?
Man,
Or was it
no
hobby?
No, it was a way of life. It was what I really wanted to do at that time. But I also in high school wanted to do music, real big at that time. But then like I had some, you know what I mean, like so my grandmother like passed away. That helped raise me my sophomore year, and really that kind of like fucked my mind. It just kind of fucked my whole mind up. Like it was kind of like a traumatic experience for me in high school, and so like my focus veered off from hooping and went to music. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so like, you know, I clicked up with some boys in high school, and like we was just kind of just really on that rap, you know, on that music shit at that time. And I didn't hoop like my sophomore year and my junior year.
Oh, so you was for real about it. This is what you was doing.
Yeah, like I was in the studio and at night, like all night type shit, like really doing that shit. And then like, you know, one of my boys he got locked up in my junior year for an incident that happened at school or whatever. And then
man, this is some. Man, you got a whole unsung story right here, man.
Yeah, no, my bad, but yeah,
I'm with it, man. Go ahead, man. Hey, welcome back. This is a Pro Life podcast. I don't even think I introduced it correctly. This is a Pro Life podcast. I'm sitting here with Marc Dinero, dog.
Yeah.
And we've been kicking game for a little bit. He's telling me a little bit about this musical journey, man. This life journey, man. Keep going, Ryan. I mean, interrupt you, but we're gonna have to introduce you one more time.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. So I was a part of a 3-man group. And you know, at that time, man, like, you know what I mean, it was definitely like Jay-Z at the top, like Cameron, Dipset, all that type of shit, like, you know what I mean?
Can't feel my face.
All that. You already know. Lil Wayne was rising big time. I mean, you know what I mean, Carter 2, all that shit. So like you know, like I said, one of my boys got locked up junior year, and then my other boy he got locked up too. It was more temporary. One of them got 8 years, and the other one was just, I think, like maybe like 6 months or whatever. So like the group was broken up at that time. Mm-hmm. And so like solo was just never in my mind. It was just never like
never rap by myself.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just start.
I literally had that in my mind. Like I can't rap solo. I can't do you know what I'm saying? Not that I can't, but it just was never like something that I was like, yo, I'm gonna be a solo artist. You know what I'm saying? It never shined. I was still young and shit though. You know what I mean?
I mean, but even you being that young, and you still got behind that microphone, man. You never thought you was a solo artist, but every time you was behind a microphone, it's just you and that microphone, big dog.
No, that's facts though.
You did what I'm saying?
It took me I ended up realizing that though, like, you know what I mean, later on down the line and shit, like, and now it's like, damn, I could never be a part of a group. You know what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying, bro, because that's how I look at this, bro. When I'm behind a microphone, bro, I feel great.
Yeah.
It's just, and I know I'm straight behind that thing.
That shit crazy though.
It's a crazy feeling, bro, because it's kind of intimidating if you think about it.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I gotta perform. I gotta make sure I'm this, and that. I gotta make sure my voice projects right. I gotta.
Yeah, all that.
Man,
gotta be a certain way, all that. But like, it's so wild how like, so basically my senior year, I went back to hooping because once the group got like broken up or whatever, in my mind I was like, shit, well, you know me, I'm gonna go all in on hooping.
Yep.
Now, you know, I missed 2 years there, so like I had to grind to even be, you know what I'm saying, be looked at type shit. Yeah. So like it was tough. It was tough for real. It wasn't super easy and shit like that. So, you know what I mean, I got picked up or whatever, and I ain't play a whole bunch my senior year, you know what I'm saying? We sucked that year though. We did terrible. I still remember the record. It was one of the worst.
We sucked that year, boy.
We sucked bad. We were 6-21. I'll never forget that shit. Yeah, we were so bad. We was playing.
Well, y'all stunk.
No, we was terrible, bro. We was bad, and it wasn't. To me, it wasn't the personnel though. It was the coach. It was the coaching. The coaching was literally. He had us playing a 4-corner offense the whole time, and I don't know if you remember, like.
Hey man, look, it's for all my basketball players out there. I don't know who played a 4-corner offense. I don't know who does what out there on the basketball court, but I do know 6 and 21 is not good, man.
Hell no. Four-corner offense.
Bro, I'm
ain't
out there
good.
fighting after lost 6. I'm out there fighting after we done cross that threshold. I'm out there throwing them.
Man, so like we played this stall ball, bro. Like because it was no shot clock in high school. So just real quick, I'll wrap this story up.
Nah, bro, you straight, bro. Like cool.
So what we did was we just we'll start the ball. If we get the tip, we get the ball at the top of the key, spread out in the 4 corners. So we sitting there passing the ball for 3 minutes. It was the most boring fucking game you could ever come see, dog. But that's coaching. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's coaching. That's not us because we got to follow what he's directing us to do. So, like that's just what it was. It was a terrible last season. But I end up.
That is some funny shit there.
That's
boy.
just crazy. It's just crazy. I remember that shit though vividly though. But it's just like
you always do, bro. You never forget that, bro. You never gonna forget that.
Hell no.
So how was that? How was your transitioning going to college? You said you went to Kentucky Wesleyan, right?
Yeah. So after my high school year, I went and was looking at. There's a junior college in my city. It's Peoria and then it's East Peoria. They 2 separate cities though. They should really be combined. But in East Peoria, they got a junior college that everybody pretty much flocks to after high school. Yeah. And this is kind of like me. My vision of going to a big university was very small frame. I never really I felt like it was almost impossible to be admitted into a major
like real talk. Sometimes you're when you don't, and that's why I say to people that live in Florida and Texas and California, they are so fortunate because they see it. Yeah. Regardless of whatever's going on around them, they actually see guys that's in the league. Right. They see guys coming back. They're working out with these guys, creating relationships. So that stuff, playing at the University of Miami, isn't impossible. That's not far-fetched.
It's realistic as hell.
That's me. You know what I'm saying? This nigga grew up with me. He playing for Miami, playing the league. That's what I see. So it's gonna happen. If I don't see that every day, if nobody's around me doing that,
you ain't gonna know. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna think it's even. I'm not even gonna push myself to the point where I believe in it enough. Right. And once you take that out of a kid, you take his belief, man. Yeah,
and I think that was pretty much my exposure to that option was just so low. You feel what I'm saying? So I never really felt like it was possible, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so my next step was if I'm gonna go to college was just gonna be this junior college. That's right down the street. You know what I'm saying? So we knew the coach. I knew the coach. Everybody knew the basketball coach. I mean, he always scouted the games and shit like that. So it was tried out and went there and shit like that and played there for 2 years. And then I had my sophomore year there. I had my son and. I'm not doing no music at this time, so it's all hooping and shit.
And this is here at Kentucky Wesleyan?
No, this is still at the junior college.
Okay,
Yeah, the junior college. And so then my sophomore year, I had my son, and it became a focus for I still wanted to hoop, but I knew I needed to take care of my son, and so me and his mother wasn't really getting along at all during that time. You know what I'm saying? I was still young and shit. I was still irresponsible as shit.
But you don't. As a man, you don't really realize. You don't realize what you failing at, what you doing, because you just in the moment, bro. You just living.
Facts, yeah.
It's weird, bro. I'll be trying to explain this. I'm like, bro, you never gonna understand. Nah. You never gonna understand, bro.
Nah, you not. And the thing is a kid grows you up. He grew me up to another level, bro.
Facts.
So I went to this NAIA school in Owensboro. It's called Brescia University.
Damn, so you've been a little bit everywhere.
Yeah,
okay.
I've been a little bit everywhere. And so I went there, but my mother, shit, man, my story get long, but my mother stayed here in Louisville, okay?
Shout out to the mothers of college athletes, man. They hold it down, man. Shout out to the mamas.
She lived here in Louisville, so there was an opportunity for me to kind of like truly like try to build on a relationship with my mother, because I told you I was kind of like raised by my step grandparents growing up or whatever, or they was the ones that was, you know what I'm saying, guiding me growing up.
Yeah.
And so it was an opportunity for me to try to like rekindle that a little bit or whatever. So I went and chose small ass school in Owensboro, like, you know what I mean?
I mean, but ain't nothing wrong with that, man, you know?
Yeah, but it was, you know.
We all yearn for that, bro. Like, that's why I be trying, bro. When everybody come over here, I be telling them, like, bro, it's cool, because I'm cool at that point of saying what you need to say on here without even being judged, because this is a show for men.
Yeah.
And women.
Yeah.
And anybody else who identifies as anybody else.
Yeah, no, that's
so, man, you ain't got to come on here and be like, shit, man, I was fucking,
No,
and feel shy about it. Nah, nigga, we all fucked up.
I'm giving my real. I'm giving my real. It ain't nothing like that. It's just it's just like thinking about it in hindsight, like, damn, like my decision was truly just based on like me just trying to rekindle something that I didn't have in my childhood type shit. So it didn't really matter that like the school was small at that time. It was just like, this is my opportunity. I can still hoop.
Yeah.
I could try to be in my son's life, and I can, you know what I'm saying, and I can do that too.
Yeah.
And so I did it, but my focus was, bro, like it was just like not on hooping. Like it was, you know what I mean? Like I told you, me and you know what I mean, my child's mother wasn't getting into, we wasn't getting along at all type shit. And you know what I'm saying? So like I was trying to be a father, you know, it just wasn't working. So like I made it, so then I was gonna, but I had been to a lot of Kentucky Wesleyan workouts in that time, because it was right across. And so they, like the coach there was like saying like, you know what I mean, he wanted me to come there. And so I was like, bet. So it was a better school there, and I was going, you know what I mean, I was going to go ahead and try to make that move. But
yeah, but what?
I made a decision to take care of my son at that time, and so I gave up hooping altogether. And
How was that? That's a boss move right there. That's a man's move right there.
I had to look at the reality of everything real quick. You know what I'm saying? It was like I ain't have my father growing up, so it's like this is my opportunity to, you know, be something completely different than, you know what I'm saying, what he was for me. So it was just kind of like, I gotta do this.
I gotta do that.
Yeah, I was like, I ain't really have a choice. Like I you know, hooping, I'm not gonna go to the NBA.
Not a choice, bro.
Yeah, at this
point.
Not
a choice.
Yeah, and you know, and so I was faced with that decision, and I was, you know what I mean, I had to buckle down to do it, and it created, like, it made me just grow up so much faster. You know what I'm saying? And I went to University of Louisville and graduated there. But my whole story there.
Okay.
Yeah,
man, that's real, dog. You don't face your trials and tribulations. You persevered. You came out on the other side, and you're a graduate.
Hell yeah.
You're a black man with a degree. You're a scary guy.
Yeah, I tell you, my degree is in accounting.
You're a very scary guy.
Yeah.
Because now you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm a minority accountant on that note, and hip hop artist. But
that's big time. Make some noise. Hey, that's some noise for that, man, for the fans out there.
It's a rarity, man.
That's a rarity right there.
It's a rarity because, like, although I say that, I say that proudly though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a unique pathway. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
And a lot of people don't really understand what I've gone through in the battles of like trying to.
But that's big right there.
Mend all of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because I've had stories where I've been shot at.
Mm-hmm.
I've had stories where, you know what I'm saying, I done dealt with drugs. I done been exposed to all of that shit just like everybody else. So like I've been presented with the same decisions as, you know what I mean, and everything as everybody else. But along my life, like I've been faced with those decisions. I've just had to like pick this I see this A and B road. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I always looked at it like I can either go down road A and this kind of shit will happen, or I can go down road B and this will happen. So I've always, I mean, literally just was always like that kind of simple. It was just a two-way road. You can fuck up and do this so you can.
It's really that simple, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like people try to make it more complicated than it is, man. But it's not. You know what right is right and wrong is wrong. You've been taught since you was a kid.
Yeah.
When you came out the room, nobody told you had to love your mother, but you inherently knew that, didn't you?
Nah, that's real. Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Nah, I completely understand where you're going, man. Cause every day I feel like I'm I gotta make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing because I'm one mistake away from kind of fucking it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's really it.
It's
always been like
let
that.
me make sure I'm doing the right thing because I'm one some can go bad if I'm not on my P's and Q's. If I'm not crossing my T's and dotting my I's.
Yep.
So that's really how I've been looking at things a whole lot lately, really shit for real.
Yeah.
How did you transition back into music? You got so focused, man. You know what I'm saying?
So
start grinding. You done graduated. How'd you get back into it?
So it's just a moment there, man. Like really, it's all in that pathway of like finding yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like and finding like who you truly are and shit like that.
Your purpose.
And and finding your purpose. You know what I'm saying? And so like throughout that journey of me, like after even first of all, let me just say like me graduating was fucking hard as shit.
Bruh.
And I don't think a motherfucker know, like the business school at Louisville is challenging as shit. And I basically had to rewind, I had to go backwards to go forward.
Yeah.
And so like, because in my mind, you know, hooping was a priority to me during that time prior. Mm-hmm. So like I spent no effort really like trying to like capitalize on like, yo, I'm in school to do this for this degree. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yeah, I want to be eligible, but like, I ain't really trying to pursue nothing serious. Bruh. And I don't know why my mind was like that at the time, bro.
I think because we as athletes, you're never, they can say it all they want to, student athlete. It's never student athlete.
You know it's not, though.
You know it's not.
Straight up,
bro,
though.
You know it's not, bro. Like, stop. It's literally you're an athlete student.
And you just trying to find
and
a way.
And you trying to find a way to get your work done so you can perform.
Yeah, facts. That's what it is.
So you can perform, bro. Like you killing yourself every week.
Yeah.
Drained every week just so you can make sure you look good whenever that light is on.
Yeah, and the thing is some people be in a lot of less fortunate situations than others because like you got several people that play D3, NAIA, Division II that's fighting for the dream. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like that student athlete like where it's glamorous and the light is always
it's
like
not, man. It's so many other people who really just chasing that dream and
facts.
getting that other end of the stick, and it's, you know what I'm saying, it's not the best, but
yeah,
it's your dream though, you know?
It's your dream.
And it's hard to let go of that dream.
It is though. It'd be hard to let go of it. And then you just be sitting there like, man, you know, I was always taught not to give up or not try, like, you know what I'm saying? Or
so what do you do now?
Facts. Yeah.
That's the big question, because a lot of kids that sit here today and like, yeah, I got a plan B. Like, yeah, I got a plan B. I got a plan B. Everybody thinks they the best.
Yep.
Everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no plan B for real. You ain't really thought plan B through.
But when does that mindset, so it's funny, you say everybody thinks they're the best. That mindset never changes, bro. It goes into academics.
Because it starts from...
Yeah.
It starts from when you 5-6 years old.
Yeah, bro. That competitive nature is all across the world, bro. In the workforce, bro, in the academics and sports, and
I just feel like with black people, specifically black men in sports, once the sport is over, trying to find something else that you are as passionate about as you was about your sport. That's the key.
So that's my journey.
There it is.
Because
well, this is a pro-life podcast. Is what it's for. You know what I'm saying?
Because in my mind, right, like conforming to what we feel is the right pathway for a person is like, well, shit. If you don't do well in sports, you gotta at least get your bachelor's, right? Like that's what you know what I'm saying.
And in today's world, that bachelor's degree is finicky if
right.
we keeping it
it's
a buck.
Especially when, you know what I mean, like
How much experience you got, man? What's on this resume? What?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh-wee.
You know the scoop, and so it's like, okay, so you get your degree, and what you get it in, because now that's another thing. Like a lot of people, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Some people don't have that directive of like, okay, so when you take that little fucking test where the placement test, that's what it is, or you get that little placement test or whatever, and they like, you know what I'm saying, supposed to try to tell you or guide you right.
You
like,
should probably go
this way.
You should probably.
Yeah, so you try to, it's really a safe bet because you truly don't know unless you're exposed to something specific.
Unless you really know like what you want to do. Unless you grew up and was like, you know, my uncle built chairs and desks and okay, I will, you know, whatever I built it, I want to be an engineer.
People don't realize, well, like this gets deeper because
I said chairs and desks, like I said, engineer. It's not really engineer, goddammit.
I know what I get.
But you get what I'm saying.
What you're trying to say though.
Yeah.
It gets deeper though, because when you think about it, like we say we need African American lawmakers and politicians and people in position to bring about true change, and really, like, it's all about exposure and what our kids are exposed to. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you never been like at you know, or shadowed a politician or being exposed to that as a child, like,
you don't
why
know what
would
that
I
everyday
want
life is?
Yeah, why would I want to be a politician? I want to be what I see, which is hooping.
It's a lot of what you see.
Exactly.
Because you know what I'm saying,
Or the streets.
That's it.
And it's not the streets because the glam. It's the streets because my living situation. I'm in the situation where this is what I got to do. You feel what I'm saying?
It's not that I really want to do it. I don't want to, like, and I've had this conversation with so many people who've been in the streets and survived the streets.
Yeah.
And it was just like, man, you know, I never really, that's not what I wanted to be, but I got to make money. You know what I'm saying? I did a couple stupid things and I went to jail. So when I get home, it's not that easy for me to just get a job.
Yeah.
So now I'm back doing the same thing I'm doing. Back in the trap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just the same thing. So it's a crazy structure that has been strategically put on us for a while.
The system wasn't built for us, bro.
Yeah, and this,
You know, go ahead though.
I mean, it's just but that's exactly what you said. I mean, the system wasn't built for us at all, and it's just, I feel like we knew the system wasn't built for us.
Yes.
Somewhere in there. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Go ahead.
But now the system wasn't built for us, and everything that happened with Breonna Taylor, I think we knew it was a possibility, but we felt like it was so much evidence, so much was there, that we expected for it to be different. And it
Man,
wasn't.
you know, I didn't expect it for it to be different at all. And
I can't even say with a whole heart that I did either. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted
you just
it.
hope. It's a hope, bro. It's faith,
Man.
bro. That's what it is. It's hope and faith.
Yeah, but I was faithful that like they was gonna.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, but what is justifiable for that?
And then
Wanton endangerment.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, it's a sad, unfortunate situation, and I feel for Breonna's family to the core, bro, because it's so much. It's been so many examples of Breonna's that led up to this.
Countless.
Point, you know what I'm saying?
Countless.
And so you got to just always ask. And I mean, you got so many organizational leaders and people with you know what I'm saying, a lot higher positions and more exposure that pretty much say the same thing. But like, when is enough? You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's the question that I don't think.
But when is it? How do we show it's enough?
Well, I mean,
and where like how does that hit? Like, it's enough right now.
The true change, bro, has to come from abolishing the system that wasn't built for us, but recreating.
If we abolish that system that wasn't created for us, the United States fails.
It don't fail, but the
United States was built on us.
It's gonna be chaotic. It's gonna be. So what I'm saying is
the country
extreme.
fails.
Yeah, it's extreme, bro. It's an extreme.
Like if we want change.
Yeah.
That's gonna laws, structures within laws that you have to read within to realize how they made it just another way to control us within that law has to be changed. Mm-hmm. If that's changed, the whole U.S. has changed.
Yep.
The whole structure's changed. Because now we know how you're controlling us through this law, through that law, through this procedure, through that procedure. Like now, when you know all of those things, as a community, and you got money in your community, and y'all got your own buildings, y'all got your own this and that, and can't nobody. Man.
So my thing is that we've been dealing with this for a long time, like 401 years I say now of oppression, and like you just think about like just 60 plus years ago, where was we at, and we still dealing with the same things, and so like we're behind. You know what I'm saying, on what needs to be done to truly bring about the change that we need. Mm-hmm. Not just what we're looking for, but what we need for this country. And bro, it's just like it's so embedded, like with where we're at. Like it's just hard to think about like something extreme as abolishing this system, because it's like you got so many steps, and if you look at what needs to be done, that order just seems so tall, but you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta,
but we need to do it.
You gotta do it, man. Or else we gotta leave. We gotta leave.
I'm with it.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm with it if we being honest. So man, let's make some moves, goddammit. Let's figure out what we doing.
Hey, but we can't continue this way though, bro. You see what I'm saying? We can't continue down this path, bro. Like it's gonna end up being
It's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, and that's where it's headed.
It's going to be a bloodbath.
That's where it's headed, bro. That's where it's headed. And you almost think like that's what's being incited too by certain leadership. Yep. And so like
that's why I'm not like when yesterday when the police officers was downtown and they was like the police officers firing shots off into the protesters and the protesters start firing shots back. What the hell you expect is going to happen? This is not finna be easy for. It's yours. No, this is about to go, because I feel like the momentum that is had across the U.S. in general.
Yeah, like you can't just expect it's just gonna die.
Oh no,
it's just gonna be like fall over cliff. And I think that's what they're waiting on. They're waiting on these colder months to come.
That's how I know it's a real race war is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because
that's scary though, bro.
It's extremely scary, bro. But where else is it gonna go?
Yeah, it seems inevitable, but it's a scary thought.
But where else is it gonna go? Like that Breonna Taylor case. That's Breonna Taylor. Oh my God, Breonna Taylor, the case.
Yeah.
It was inevitable that we thought, shit, they probably gonna get off.
Mm-hmm. And they did. And it was the
like we wanted to be wrong, but in the back of my mind we like, shit. Come on, bro. Come on, man. You know how the U.S. work.
Yeah.
So in the back of my mind, all of this shit going on, I'm like, man, eventually, if I know black people like I know black people, be patient. You only can poke the bird.
We've been poked before, though.
I know we've been poked before. You right.
And this got to be different, though. Because this is the thing though. This is what I'm saying, bro. Like this, it got to be different because we got to fight in all like multiple aspects. We got to fight on the ground.
We got to fight in the booths. We got to fight. We got to fight We got to fight from celebrities. We got to fight from the sports realm. We got to because it's been controlled by them for so long.
Yeah, bro.
The narrative has been theirs for so long, bro. Mm-hmm. The propaganda, the everything has been theirs for so long.
And just look at how the system works, bro. Like, so you get. You
insightful brother. Hey man, got a hip hop artist on here, but an insightful brother right there.
I appreciate that, man. But you look at how the system works, and you look at like all the white people in power, and then you got somebody like a Daniel Cameron, right? And so this is what I'm telling you is like I had to pave my own way because there's so many Daniel Camerons just in corporate America
and life
and work, because you got black people that, you know what I'm saying, really fight for a certain level of status within their workforce. And then they get up there and all they're focused on doing is appeasing the people that gave them that position instead of being in a position of saying, well, I'm going to help my fellow brother that looks like me up so that we can kind of spread and really exponentially grow within this company. And that don't happen often.
I feel like those who try to do that have a great heart in the beginning. Like, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
But I feel like once you get up there, that air start to taste a little different.
Yeah, you get Daniel Cameron's that's trying to get on a political gain and a ticket with Trump and Pence and they looking at that instead of looking at what's right, bro.
That boy's sick.
Yeah.
That boy's sick, man.
And so it's a disgrace because he wears our skin, but really he's just like.
But it's like, bro, that's crazy.
He's an imposter.
That blows my mind, dog.
He's an imposter because he looks like he's one of us, but he's not.
So you look yourself in the mirror every night.
He's an imposter, bro. And there's a lot of imposters.
Bro, that's crazy.
You don't imposters.
You don't let these cops off, bro, who done walked into this young woman's house and killed her in her sleep, dog.
Yeah.
And endanger people next door.
Yeah.
And you look yourself in the mirror like, yeah, I did the right. How can you? There's no way he can look himself in the mirror and be like, I did the right thing.
Yeah.
You cannot say that.
Yeah, I think that with the Breonna Taylor case, and I don't want to get into too deep into things out of respect for everything, but I just want to say that I think that there's still so many pieces. There's still some pieces to the case that that's not been uncovered. And as far as like on the police side, like I'm still stuck on like so many things that just seem blurry based on the information that they've decided to give to us. And apparently Sam Aguiar has like more information that's supposed to apparently blow this case out and be like, wow, like this is really going to make us a lot more upset because it's like this is really what happened. You know what I'm saying? And so like, but just think about it.
That's just it's information that they know is fuel.
Yeah.
And that's the fucked up part about it. Like that's the worst part about it.
Yeah. Because
it's like now you're using it to throw in our face. Because you're gonna get a reaction.
Yeah. Well, they definitely throwing in our face when you say wanton endangerment on shots fired in other areas. Not even so you charge the officer for shots fired in the neighbor's apartment. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this kind of shit, like, to me, bro, it's just crazy, man. You know what I mean? But
who's your NBA champions this year, man? God damn it, because
we'll be stuck on that for a minute,
because that's just gonna make me mad.
Lakers, man, Lakers gonna get
Lake
it.
Show.
Yeah, but I mean, I could have told you that from the beginning. I mean, it's bubble. They playing in a bubble.
They dominant in the bubble.
Well, it's not. Ain't that?
I want to say they're dominant, but
the game.
It seems like everybody else folded.
The game's different, bro. You ain't got 50,000 people in the crowd.
That plays a big part.
Man, huge part.
They really just out there like playing pickup.
Open gym.
Open gym.
Organized open. No, what it is AAU ball.
That's exactly what it is.
And they used to that shit. So when they do that, like it's just what I mean. It's just a different game, bro. Like that AAU ball is so much different because you had them same players that be matched up in college or in the whole game's just different. That AU ball is different, bro. So.
Was you always just a hooper? Did you play football? Did you go to the other side?
Hell no, bro. I wasn't exposed to football, bro. I had coaches that was begging me to play football, but I just wouldn't do it.
Why not?
I ain't know enough about it, bro. It's just
That's real. That's
it's
real.
Just
That's
what
real.
It was.
That's
I wish
real.
I would have though. Like I was real close to going to a practice, man. They was promising me starting. I ain't even did shit on the field yet. They was promising me a position on the field.
I thought you played football when I first seen. I thought you was a football player. I didn't expect you to be a basketball player.
I might have been cold as shit.
You know what I'm saying? I thought you was a football player. I didn't know you was a hooper, man. Didn't know you was a hooper.
Nah, like I feel like my physique would have fit better for football, but it was just I just wasn't exposed to it, man. You know what I mean? Like. And that's kind of like part of the things like I try to do like with my son, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, is making sure like he's exposed to so much more than I was, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that exposure is key. And I know I keep
let him
kind of decide.
Let the kids like, man, you pick what you like, man.
Yeah, but and he talk about a lot of sports and shit like that and all that, but I also gotta make him understand too, on top of that, is like, bro, that plan B and C is so key. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the
You
reason
gotta
why
have it, man.
a lot of the reason why I'm able to do music now is because I took care of my plan. That my plan, my other plans.
What you
know
got
what
out, man? What you got about to drop?
You said what?
What you got about to drop, man?
Man, I got a lot of shit about to drop, man. I got a whole lineup of. I'm trying to play the single game, but I got a project out already. It's called Inception, that I dropped last year. It's my first full album, or whatever, and I think it was a damn good album, production wise, quality wise.
A damn good album. Marc Dinero, Inception, a damn good album.
It was a damn good album. Damn good album. And I just say it on a production tip, and conceptually, like to stay conceptually within that frame of like, this is, you know what I'm saying, this is what this album's about, and my album is speaking to that more, you know what I'm saying, majority of, you feel what I'm saying, and not really veering off that much. You know, because Inception, it's all about, to me, it's all about dreams and shit. So we kind of talked about, dreams or whatever. But dreams is just like having that idea in the mind that this is something that I can do or whatever. And if you've seen the movie Inception,
but I was literally about to say, you said Inception. That's the first thing that popped in my mind was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. So
great movie, man.
If you've seen the movie is about really just kind of planting an idea in the mind of someone, or changing the idea.
And that was the concept of your album.
Yeah,
that's some hard shit right there.
Yeah, bro. So it's
that's dope. That's dope, man.
And but you got to protect it though, and that's the thing. Like, you got to protect it and don't let people take it from you and all that shit. And like, I got my whole pathway and story and line, and I'm not trying to be nobody else in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stay, I'm staying true to who I am. And I feel like I'm fucking dope at it, but it's just like,
bro, what I'm as you should feel.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I got a lineup of shit. I got basically my whole second album's done. It's been done, but it's just like, I'm trying to play the strategic game right now. And like, I came out with a record for the movement that was it was called Riot. And I dropped that like a month and a half ago, and it was a collaboration song with a big producer from the city. His name is Rick Boone.
Okay.
And it's a hard record, but
I'm definitely gonna plug that at the end of this. I'm definitely gonna plug that, man.
It's a hard record, man. It's called Riot. And I got merchandise off of it. I've been in the movement since the beginning, man. I've been on the streets, marching with them and everything like that. Now, when I got COVID, I definitely fell back a little bit.
As you should, my brother.
I had to get my health together, but
you should.
But I have not been away from the situation at all. And there's been I dropped a remix after the riot called "Fuck Lucas" because this white boy that had parts to play in Jack Harlow's "What's Poppin'" beat. That instrumental came out and said something about the Breonna Taylor case.
Who did?
His last name is Lucas. It's not Joyner. I can't remember his first name right now.
No, don't even trip. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out.
He's a white boy.
What's going on out here, man?
I can't believe I don't remember his first name, but I don't give a damn. It was
very disrespectful.
It was fuck Lucas, because I heard I seen if you watch the video that I did, it basically showed like the disrespect that he did. Like, he just came out prematurely and spoke against Breonna Taylor's case and said that she was involved with, drug dealers and all that shit. And it's just like, so many people from the outside always got these outside opinions on shit. You're not fucking here though. You feel what I'm saying?
Bro. And don't speak on her, bro.
Don't speak on her.
Real talk, but I'm sick, bro, for real, bro.
No, that shit that pissed me the fuck off.
Quit speaking on our women, dog.
No, that's real.
Quit speaking on our black women. Quit hurting our black man. Dog, for real. Meg, I love you. Man. Tori, dog, you a sucker, dog. You a whole sucker, dog. Yeah. I don't care what situation you in. As a man, there's nothing in this world a female can say or do to me that make me pull out a firearm on her.
Never.
There's no excuse for that.
No.
There's no excuse for that. And anybody who gives him any leeway, any type of support, any of that, bro, you a sucker like him, bro. You a sucker just with him.
I can't understand that situation. Like,
Bro, I can't. I'm like, what are you on?
Yeah,
that's Megan Thee Stallion. Why you even got your strap with you? Like, why you even got that with you? Like, come on, bro. You should be, man. That's a whole nother.
No, we
I got a daughter, dog. So that's sick, dog. I got little sisters and shit. Like, you tripping?
Me too.
You tripping, dog?
Yeah, big
for
tripping.
real. And anybody who support that, you tripping.
Mm-hmm. It's the younger generation. It's the younger generation and them white kids, bro. That really be like supporting that shit. But I don't really know. I'm a facts type. I'm facts driven. When it comes to shit like that, because them celebrities be talking and giving out whatever, and I don't really be knowing the full situation. But any situation that involved Tory Lanez pulling a gun out and shooting, if that part's real, and he really did that,
I ain't with
bro,
that.
That's fucking that's
you
some other
tripping,
shit.
Dog.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what the lead.
Yeah, I don't care what was happening. I don't care what she said or did,
none
bro.
Of that shit.
I don't care about none of that, dog.
Yeah,
don't pull your firearm out on no chick.
No, there's no reason for that. Like,
man, I don't even. Hey, bro. All right, so I end my podcast with a couple questions, bro, and these are some simple questions that kind of cliche, but even with them being cliches, stuff that people want to know.
Yeah.
So, what's your long-term goals, man, with your music right now?
I mean, of course, it's to try to take it as far as you can. I'm building up my brand, building up my business with it, and like that's the biggest thing. Like I'm glad that I'm glad and proud and able to be able to do music at this point in my life, because I feel like a lot of people do music prematurely. And I understand why. Like, it's just like, it's a young man's dream and all of that shit to be able to just do it. But the thing is when you do that, you're so dependent. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? In that space, you're dependent on people to, lend the offering hand all the time. And that's, what I'm saying? And so and that's not always how you should go about it, because you're building up yourself as a business and brand, and that's why you have so many young people out here just signing their life away to signing deals so quickly because they want the glamour and the fame, and they know that. So they purposely, they strategically put it where it's like, well, we only want this age frame in this market to so because they're the most, vulnerable, exactly.
That's it.
Thank you. And so. And that's what it is. And so, like, I'm glad to be able to do music at my point in time, because, you can kind of see that, and I'm smarter, and I'm able to do the shit how I want to do it, and all of that. And
it's yours, man.
It's mine.
It's your baby, man.
Yeah. And so, but ultimately, I want to be able to tell a different story than what's out there, than the original narrative of being able to, you got to be in the streets, so you got to have guns in the video or whatever like that, like, and still be, like, I don't like to say like I'm super conscious with my music. I don't say that, but I'm definitely I don't talk about nothing that I don't do. I talk about my story, and my story is my story. And I think it's a dope ass story if you know what I'm saying, if you pay attention.
Man, I've sat here and listened to you, bro. It is a dope ass story, man.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, real talk, bro. We don't sit here and talk about it. It's a dope ass story, man.
I appreciate that.
Definitely something, man. Your life is definitely something you can rap about.
Yeah.
Real talk, man. If you have something, it'll show. It always show. It always pour through, bro. Yeah. So whatever you doing, bro, keep doing it. Because clearly, bro, we done met and you done got on a podcast. And we met not even, I can't even 2 weeks ago or a week ago.
Yeah.
So whatever you doing, bro, God is steering you in the right way.
Yeah.
Real talk. I mean, what time is it? It's time for us to get out of these streets. But
it's 20 minutes past, huh?
I don't really give a damn about no curfew, but my folks do though. You know what I'm saying? They hitting the line right now. Yeah. But this has been a great episode of a Pro Life podcast. Marc Dinero, dog. I wasn't expecting the conversations that we had, but definitely thankful and grateful, because I promise y'all, I always thought we was gonna talk about artists and top 5 rappers and top 20, top 10 rap, all of that good stuff. And we can definitely have another show and do that.
Yeah.
But the conversation that we had tonight, I definitely feel like it was needed. So I appreciate you, bro.
No, I appreciate you having me, bro. Like always,
yeah,
appreciate the opportunity, fam.
Appreciate you, bro.
Anybody that's willing to put you on their platform, bro, like that's always love, bro. So.
Hell yeah, man.